morning, everyone. Welcome to Scrap Saturdays. I'm Monica, and I think you know that. Thank you so much for the response on my last video. It took a little bit of courage, but I'm so happy I did that. I feel so much better. We'll just jump right in again for today. So I am doing the other side of the Together Fun Us. And as I'm sitting here before I press record, this is going to be my most challenging because it is so thick on the other side. But I'm still going to do it because that's the look that I'm going for, and I really like this paper and I don't want it to go to waste or cover it up. Off camera, I've already picked out my title using the Jelly Bean Soup letters in Yam Yellow. I don't have any other way of doing it yet. I have watched everyone else, cross off their letters, which is brilliant. So maybe if I get another package of this, I probably would start, but now to go back, not so much. So I kind of just do the fishing thing for, 10 minutes while I'm patient. And so my letters are kind of somewhere up here or off to the side. And my title is going to be #VeganPizza. I also went ahead and did my journaling on a Project Life card, which I have told you that my sister bought this to do a project for one of her co-workers and left me the whole package. And I seem to really like them because I can tuck them in behind my photos. And I find that writing when I'm quiet and focusing before I start the layout is a really good tip for me. So I don't get to that part where I don't know what I want to say. So either it's I want to put journaling and I make a point to take time to write out what I want to say. And sorry, I'm shaking the camera a bit too much. Or I just know that I'm going to do it in my Project Life album and I don't worry about fitting it into a page. So it's kind of a mental block for myself. If this is a tip that helps you, then incorporate it for yourself. I purposely wrote off to the right hand side here because I knew that I wanted to tuck it in and I didn't want the whole card exposed. I picked up these Papermate Flare pens and they're just like a sort of a fine tip markerish, that's a word, pen of some sort, and I really love the way it writes. And I have to say that it's Jenny McGarvey in her videos that I watch her always write with black marker, and she inspired me to try it out because sometimes my pen, my handwriting, we all have that qualm where we're like, we don't really like the way our printing looks. We always like somebody else's handwriting. It's just like, everybody else's things are better, but they're not really. It's finding markers and pens that you like to write with. So I don't know if you're like me, but there are certain pens at work that I hate writing with and makes my handwriting look worse. And I hope this makes sense because to me, I feel like there are some Papermate pens that if I get one at work, I'm like a superstar and my printing is so neat or my writing is so neat. And the pen or the marker that I'm using actually inspires me to print neater just because of the flow of it. So I encourage you to find, markers and other kinds of pens that you want to play with on your free time, on a free piece of paper, when you're writing down notes, even your grocery lists. If you're doing that, just play with some pens and markers and find one that you really, really like and go with it. So that's already done. And I added some little doodling lines and hearts just to embellish my card as I go. Okay, so I'm totally winging it. I don't really have an idea. I know I want to layer these two together. I know I want this card like this. I know I want the title somewhere around here, but I'm not sure. And I'm getting down to like the bare minimal of letters here. So some of my letters are larger than others, I assume. But it doesn't matter as long as it looks good in the end. I don't know if I'm going to put my title here. Again, I'm playing with the title first off because I feel that sometimes titles are the things that give me the most trouble and I need to know visually where my title is going. So again, it's all about personal, style and finding what works for you. So taking something you see online in a video that you like, a style or something like that, and then adding your own little touch to it so it's personal to you. So I'm gonna kind of leave it like that for now. And I think that's the way I kind of want this page to look. It's flowing from the other side. I still have my Mind's Eye a Happy Heart 6x6 paper collection. And I really like the tones on this from last time. So I'm gonna see what and how I'm gonna add. Again, we're playing along with each other, so I don't really know what my end result is going to be. I keep going back to this one, like the flourishes on that one. I still have a Studio Calico overlay that I believe I want to use. And I don't know if it's that one or this one. Those ones are good. Don't want to forget to use some puppy stickers as well. I haven't gone to the mailbox to see if my June kit is here yet. Last time I tortured myself. I went to the mailbox like every other day and it was late because it was lost somewhere in Florida, I think, or I think somewhere on the Scraptastic blog somebody told me that they kind of hold it in customs. And so I'm just giving myself a little while before I go to the mailbox because it makes me so sad. I'm so excited when I do get my kits, and then when I go and it's not there, I can't handle it. So I'm just playing with my layers here. I don't really have a reason except for that they all came from the same paper pad, so you know that they coordinate nicely with each other. And I don't think that's a huge tip, but it might be. And that's my layering. That's what I want. That's what I want to see. I just want to see how much this card is going to take up. But I really like that. And I think I'm going to pop this one up. And yeah, we're good, we're good, we're good. I'm liking that. So my base is there. My layering, my papers, my collage, my main focus. I'm going to glue this down and then I'm going to work around that with other stuff. I think I'm going to staple this. If I found my stapler, which I think is still missing. So bad luck for me. I'm going to have to keep it the way it is and ATG it down. I really have to, after I do this video, I have to go hunting for my stapler, or I may need to purchase another one for my, or maybe I should just invest in the tiny attacher as a treat for myself. So I didn't really go too crazy on gluing all the layers. I will go back and add a little bit more, just in case I want to tuck stuff in here and there. And I kind of want to center it that way more. And I know this one's going to go down. So just gathering my stuff to visually play with it so I can see where I want to rest this. And again, it is a bit of a challenge when you're doing a double-sided layout, but I'm loving it in my albums, and I'm loving that I'm saving the paper. I don't know. And I say that, and then my next few layouts, not that I've done them, but I have them kind of, you know, set up with my photos and what I want to scrapbook in sequence to my album. But I know I'm going to cut up the pattern paper, and you're going to see that I'm going to cut it up. And so I'm not by any means telling you that you can't cut up your pattern paper that you get in your kits at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just trying something out that makes me happy in this moment, which is using both sides of the patterned paper. And that's the message I want you to take from it. Not that you cannot cut up paper, or I want you to do whatever makes you happy. And I think by now you should know that. That's my only mission. I know a little bit, I'm not in the right frame here. So the weather finally warmed up here in Canada, which is amazing. Awesome. So I did want to use an overlay. I'm just gonna cut it up and see what it's doing and where I can add it. It's kind of funky. It's kind of neat. No, I kind of actually like it overlaying on top of my words. I think that's so cool. That's how I like it. That's how it's going down. All right. So I did get a request from someone to do a video about what tools I use. And when I pause my video, I'm gonna go find out what your name is. And you let me know if there's anything you want me to do that you think I can do. About what tools I would recommend, as I fight with my glue here, what tools I would recommend the most for scrapbooking. And you're not gonna like my answer. And so I don't know, my video just cut out, so I was saying that you're not gonna like my answer, but I believe that to be a scrapbooker, you don't need too many crazy tools. It's nice to have them. It's definitely luxurious and time-saving and a lot of fun. But to me, it seems that the most important thing that you need to invest in is adhesive. Whatever makes your scrapbooking easier. For example, my ATG gun saves me a ton of time just zipping through it. You know, liquid glue is so much cheaper, so that's why I guess we all gravitate to the liquid glue, because you can do so much with it. But there really isn't anything that's going to make, you know, you a successful scrapbooker. It's actually going and sitting down and taking your photos and scrapbooking. That's the success. It's getting into the habit of just doing it and having a fun time and not overthinking it. But I'm trying to just straighten out this title here. But as far as tools, I do believe that the thing that we struggle with the most is our adhesive, which one to use, which one we like, and I believe it's the one that we should invest in the most, because it's something that you always need. You have to glue things down, period. You don't need, you know, other fancy tools to scrapbook. You need paper, yes, but I mean, if you look at other people, you don't really need the mass amounts that we all collect, that we know we have. You do need a good pair of scissors and a really good trimmer. And I know everybody's kind of gone off and done their own little what's the best trimmer type thing going out there, and I still have my original Fiskars trimmer from, I don't know, 2000 and something. I replace the blades on it as much as I can, but sometimes I think that that's where I kind of get lazy, and with my Cricut as well, it's all about the maintenance of other tools and just taking the time to realize that, you know, blades wear out and mats need replacing. And, you know, when you put in a new blade and a new mat or anything like that, all of a sudden your tool's back to brand new. So it's just like anything, I guess. But yes, a good pair of scissors. I think I'm gonna cut this here, and I think I'm gonna overlay it on that. So I'm just trying to mimic the frames that I've got here. I'm not quite sure about these because I'm covering my title so much that I can't really see the vegan one anymore. I liked a little bit of the overlapping there. I'm liking this one a lot, but I'm not sure. That's kind of neat. That's actually really wicked on top of the photos. Okay, we've got another winner. That's good. I like it. Don't be afraid to try something out. And I'm just gonna play around with the top square so that it doesn't cover anybody's face, which it doesn't. And I know you can't see because I don't have a focus, but it looks awesome. Okay, and I think I am gonna do cover the pizza one. I think that looks awesome too. And if I don't like it halfway through this layout or just towards the end, there's no worries, I can just peel it up and start again. I am trying to sort of fan everything out, but I'm loving the way that it's turning out. I really, really love it. And now it's time to embellish. And got this Today sticker. It's really good. And little heart sticker for the bottom. This one says it was. Right. That's such a nice sticker. I should really find a way to use that one up on one of my next layouts. Okay, so now I think we're down to this kind of embellishment. Could just layer that up there. And do it actually was a Saturday, so that's kind of neat. Like that. Took a lot of pictures. The camera's so cute, but that covers up too much. I've never used that one. That looks good to me. All right. That's good. So yeah, I think I'm done. I think I'm just going to use a little bit of ink. I'm going to lightly put some adhesive on here. And it's so neat because it has an arrow there that looks so cool. You know, with these recollection ones, I have to peel up this original one and switch it to a square one. So that's it. It looks pretty simple and fast. but I really like it. I love the way it turned out. I think it's really cool. I'm gonna struggle with this thing because I don't know how to put it on. Like that. That looks good. And now I'm just gonna raise up, like I had explained before, and give the layout the same strength and support that I gave the other side. Now, I know that you're looking at it and you're thinking I covered up my title with a lot of layering, and I'm okay with that. For the simple fact that visually, I love the way it's looking to me right now. So that's the only thing that matters, is that I'm loving the layout. I love the way it looks. It was fast. I didn't think about it too much. I just did whatever I felt made my layout happy right now. And it's also flowing and cohesive with my other layouts that are going into the same sequence. The second issue is that I'm trying something that I like. I'm getting use of my overlays, and I'm trying to see how much I like that the fact that the title is there and I know what it is, but it's just a little bit more muted. Is that the right words to use? I believe it is. And I haven't used washi tape in a long time. And so my brain is telling me that I think I want to put down some washi tape. Just to anchor this top corner. Do I like that? I like it. It's nice, it's good. And so I always do a double side mimic when I do stuff like that. Okay, so is it pretty simple? Is it basic old puffy stickers? It is. Am I happy with it? I am. Was it really quick and easy? Yes. Use the pattern papers that you have that come in packages that mix well together. Trying to think of one. Sorry, I can't talk and think. I want to use a squiggly line one. Okay, so use your paper pads. Get some good use out of them. Save the little snippets for a card. You can make a simple card. I used to do that at the end of the videos where I used to show you what I actually do with my remnant pieces, and I do sincerely make cards with them. So I might show you that again in another video, but you should really get back into doing that. It is a lot of fun. I think I wanted to answer another question from Celine. She asked me if my double-sided layout, if my splattering came out on the other side. And yes, it did, and yes, it does, but it's very faint, so it actually adds character to the other side of my page. So I kind of wanted to answer that because I know you had asked me and I never answered you. But yes, it does come out on the other side, but it looks awesome to me. It's not like a big, messy blob of harsh paint. It's not like that. It's a very light distressed look, and it looks really awesome to me anyway. But yes, you have to watch out with your patterned paper. I'm sure that this black ink, or no, it's not black, right? It's like a navy blue type, will kind of come out on the other side, but it's all about just, not overthinking if it's going to be this and that, and you know what I've already said to you. It's all about having fun. Fun, 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 fun. So there's no stamping on this, and probably off camera I'll do some stamping. I just have to go back and double check the dates because I didn't write it on the back of these photos. So I'm done. This is my layout for today. I'm still using the other side of the paper. I really loved this, I don't know, what do you call this? Chevron ombre type paper. I really love that I got, uses of 2 of my acrylic overlays. I love that I layered on top of all the photos and everything that's there. I'd like to tell you that you always have a copy of your photos. We're in a new modern era. Don't be afraid to play with your photos. Cover them up, layer them up. Add a lot, bring in a lot of layers on top of it, and have fun with it. Start off by writing down what you want to say when you look at the picture. That might help you to, bring out your words and, you know, I don't know. Maybe you want to write yourself a story, or maybe you want to write the person a story, a little reminder thing. Again, don't be so nervous. Nobody's marking your work. No one's going to look at it except for you. So if your heart says, I love it, it looks awesome, I love it, I'm so happy, then that's what you walk away with. It's your scrapbooking. It is your hobby. Own it. Enjoy it. Thank you so much to all of my subscribers. Thank you so much to everyone. And I really hope that you take time today to make a collage of your own. Layer, go to town, have fun, and have a great day. Thank you so much, guys.